We have some enormous news and a major update involving Tommy Robinson, one that could have serious implications for his legal battles and his treatment behind bars. For months now, Tommy has been subjected to harsh and unjust conditions inside HMP Woodhill. Despite his offense not warranting high security measures, he has been locked away in isolation in a Category B prison when by all rights he should be in a lower security open prison. This isn't about justice, it's about targeting Tommy for who he is. But now a significant development has emerged that could change everything. Before we get into all the details, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. We are building a rapidly expanding community dedicated to putting the truth out there, and we need your help to keep this information flowing. Just a quick one to say, we have new Liary t-shirts available on our website. You may check the link in the description or go to british.com. We have an important update regarding Tommy Robinson's terrorism trial, which was initially slated to take place on the 20th and 21st of March. The trial has now been deferred, and we will notify you as soon as a new date is announced. Tommy has made it plain when the trial does go forward, he wants to see as many of you there as possible. Your support is crucial, and when the time comes he will need you to stand with him. But for now the trial has been pushed back because of another key legal matter that takes precedence. What's happening instead? On March 20th, Tommy will have a judicial review hearing at the High Court focusing on his current treatment in the prison system at HMP Woodhill. Because of the importance of this situation, the terrorism trial has been postponed to allow this legal challenge to go forward first. This High Court hearing is a preliminary session and is slated to begin at 10:30 a.m. It won't be a long or drawn-out hearing, and Tommy's not expected to be there in person. Instead, the judge will be reviewing the case to determine how urgently it needs to be expedited. Why is this judicial review so important? The hearing will focus on the shocking treatment Tommy is facing in prison under normal circumstances. Given the nature of his conviction, Tommy should be classified as a Category D prisoner, meaning he would be serving his sentence in an open prison with fewer restrictions. Instead, he is being held in a high-security Category B prison in isolation. Despite not being a security risk, why not? Because of any violent crime, not because of any escape risk, but because of his high-profile status and political ideology. This is a clear-cut case of political persecution. The system is punishing Tommy unfairly and refusing to follow the standard procedures that apply to every other prisoner. This judicial review will challenge the government and prison authorities on this disgraceful decision, and if successful it could force changes to how he is treated. What does this mean for supporters? We know that many of you had already made travel plans to be there for the terrorism trial. If you have booked hotels or made arrangements, you are welcome to attend the High Court hearing instead. However, we must stress one important thing: if you do attend, please remain peaceful. This is a legal battle and it must be fought inside the courtroom. Any disruption could be used against Tommy, so it is vital that things remain calm and orderly. That being said, Tommy wants to make one thing very clear: his terrorism trial is the key moment, that is when he needs the most support possible. When the new trial date is set, we will let you know, and we hope to see as many of you there as possible. Stay updated and stay strong. As always, Tommy's team will keep you updated on any developments. This is a critical time and the fight is far from over. Thank you for standing with Tommy, for staying informed, and for continuing to spread the truth. We will be back soon with more updates. Until then, stay strong and stay ready. In more news, Chancellor Rachel Reeves has been warned that people will die if the Labour administration proceed with cutting disability benefits for Britons. Reeves has insisted the government must get a grip on Britain's welfare system, claiming that it is broken and not working for anyone. Ministers hope to reduce the number of working age benefit claimants and encourage them into work as part of plans to grow the economy. However, Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer and Secretary of State for Work and Pensions Liz Kendall are reportedly preparing to backtrack on cutting disabled people's payments. Discussing Reeves's latest move, Curtis Daly, founder of Turn Left Media, hit out at the Chancellor and declared that Labour are coming after the most vulnerable and lowest in society. Di explained it's 45 years of the same policies, which is going after benefit claimants, going after the disabled. It's always about going after the most vulnerable and poorest in society. We never decide to go after the corporations who don't pay taxes. We always go after the poorest, and the Labour Party say vote for us for change. There is no change. In a direct warning to Rachel Reeves, Daly cautioned that the Chancellor's current policies will mean people will die as a result. He fumed, they have no principles. I don't know if Rachel is watching right now, and I hope she is, because I want to address her directly. I think what you're proposing is utterly awful. It's sickening. 330,000 people were died due to George Osborne's austerity, and you're continuing the same line. I'm telling you this right now, if you continue this, it's very conceivable that people will die. Offering a solution to the government's struggle with the ever Expanding welfare system that Labour must ensure good quality paying jobs to help get Britons off of benefits. Dowie explained, we first need good quality paying jobs to get people off of benefits, but at the same time you can't expect weakening unions. The fact that bosses can pay people whatever they want, they are watering down workers' rights. At the moment we have a situation where union density is at its lowest point. The corporations and the billionaire class are as rich as they've ever been, and then, for a government to say what we're going to do is we're going to cut personal independent payments, which was assessed that there was a 0% fraud rate, we're not tackling the real problems. Ending his point, Daly called for a patriotic economy that doesn't go after the absolute poorest and instead targets the wealthy class. I want a patriotic economy where everyone pay their taxes to have world-class public services instead of going after the very poorest. The problem is inequality from the very richest. I'm not talking about people that have done well, I'm talking about the billionaire class who get away with anything, and the Labour Party are doing the exact same thing as the Conservatives and blaming the very poor. The Prime Minister is poised to face a rebellion from his own cabinet as the Labour left bemoan his Trumpian plans to reduce the state. Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner and Energy Secretary Ed Miliband are expected to lead the charge against Saikia Esti's larger plan to make spending cuts of up to £6 billion from welfare. It has been reported the Labour leader has been informed of the possibility that Millie B. Wood would walk if Rachel Reeves took aim at the Energy Secretary's extensive budget for his Quango GB Energy. Other ministers have backed Milan's potential resignation as he was associated with failure and plays badly in the Red Was seats. Nevertheless, it has been reported that Miliband has managed to keep his budget intact as a result of concerns that his resignation might damage the government's image. He is not the only leading cabinet figure to reveal his distaste for government cuts, as a number of other ministers have come out against Starmer's plans. Rayner and the former party leader joined forces with Justice Secretary Shabana Mahmood and House of Commons leader Lucy Powell as they collectively railed against planned spending cuts of up to 11% across environment, local government and justice. A cabinet close to the PM said that Starmer had been emboldened by President Trump's reforms of his federal government as the Republican searches to streamline his workforce overseen by tech tycoon Elon Musk. You won't see Keir appearing on stage with a chainsaw like Musk did, the source told the Daily Mail, but there is no doubt that we feel emboldened by the pace and extent of change in Washington. Last week Keir Starmer announced that he was going to axe NHS England, which is run by around 14,000 staff now. Works and Pensions Secretary Liz Kendall is set to reveal possibly mammoth cuts to welfare spending this week, as ministers have planned to make it more challenging for individuals to qualify for personal independence payments. The plans have followed data that shows that the cost has doubled over the course of 5 years. Mother of the House Diane Abbott criticized Starmer after she and other MPs were denied the opportunity to hold the PM accountable during an event last week as they were told the meeting was full. She said keen on dissent. In other countries not so much here. She added that it would be good if frontbenchers resigned over potential plans to freeze disability payments, and said if anyone in Labour came into politics to cut welfare they joined the wrong party. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.